And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the mound for Philadelphia in this one, Zach Wheeler. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just going to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And the right-hander deals. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. To the left side, but it is well fouled. Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Waves at the defender for the strikeout. And now it's Brandon Lau. And there's a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first two hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Junior Caminero in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. The line of the pitch. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it skips into there. 2 outs. Wouldn't chase that time. And strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for Tampa. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. And the left-hander to face the Phillies lineup. Tell me about him.
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. As he turns on the rubber, here with that good live arm delivers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one can make a play on it. And that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Here's Trey Turner. High in the air, out to right. Low, calls it in, and there's one away. Time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Man at first, one away. Fall off foul. Left-hand batter waits.
One ball.
Way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. In the air, center field. Siri in position. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Count 1-0.
Fly ball out to left field. Palacios under it. Brings it in. And that will end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Josh Lowe. Wheeler back to work. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Got it. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in at bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
And now it's Jose Siri. And a good eye there. One down, base is empty.
Inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
2nd inning here, no score. That one missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
second. Richie Palacios digs in now. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Runner at second here, one gone. And a ball and 2 strikes. That's to third. Throws to first in time. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Christopher Morel. And a foul ball. The pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Now 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. The Rays strand just the 1. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. And now it's Alec Bohm. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The wind of the pitch. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under a microscope.
Good eye on that spot. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, speared at first. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second. This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The line of the pitch. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking up those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one folded. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
JT Realmuto steps in. Not even close there. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's spilling in.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And that's a two-bagger.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Man at second here with two away. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
Runner at second, two down. Pitch offered in there for a strike. And a strike two. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man on second, two down. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball. So they can't do anything with a two-out double. We played two full. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. And now the catcher for the Rays, Ben Workpet. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Workpet in his third season, 26 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
And now Taylor Walls. There's the strike.
Hold on, the count.
The pitch.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Kicks and fires. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Righty delivers. Misses outside, and the count 1-2. And the righty deals. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch.
Ball two.
Runner at first with no outs here. Two on the way. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had a fooled.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now. On the corner for a strike.
0-1.
stays alive. The 0-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Loud stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offer in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. Struck him out looking. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now here is Johan Phillips. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
And now it's 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
1 up, 1 down.
Now the designated
Kyle Schwarber comes up to him here. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. And ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0. And now the lefty.
2 below, 1 strike.
And another ball. That one foul off. So heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
Turner at the plate and takes high there.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball.
2 outs, base is empty. Phillies down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. Out of the 4th, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Wheeler back to work. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone?
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over the head. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the goal. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Go-ahead run on base. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a pitch. In the air, right field. Castellanos falls it in, and there's one away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Jose Siri next to hit for the Rays. Doubled his first time up. That's in there. Strike one. One out and a runner at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-1. Man at second. Good eye right there.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Here comes a pitch. And strike two.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to chase the stuff in the dirt.
Two now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed and keep him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Grounded out his first time up. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. And if you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. And I want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Two outs. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they work around the leadoff double. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Harper.
And a pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that's outside.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3 balls and a strike. And curve drops in for a strike.
3-2.
Location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. Dives and makes the catch.
Great reaction there. The momentum of the dive takes him into foul territory, but comes up and makes the play. Outstanding job to get it out right there.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out his first time. Just missed.
0-1, no strike.
Two down, nobody on. And it's foul away. And a pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
So man aboard. So digging in now for Philadelphia. Bryson Stott struck out looking his first time. And that one fouled off.
Just enough. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Two outs, runner on first. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball there. 0-2 now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The pitch.
Ball, that's out.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. McClanahan keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Christopher Morel. The right-hander back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Well, these Rays do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
And there's one away.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Ben Workman next to hit for the Rays. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One down, base is empty. Chases that one out of the zone, and there's 2 away.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. But not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Walls batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Lifted in the air down the left side. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
No left.
The line of the pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Phillies, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And I'm looking for the K.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just to pour it back.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Fly to left his first time. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient. Able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Bounced out to short. Walls. Two up, two down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Kyle.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2. Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning, but they're on top 1-0. Top 6. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. The line to kick the pitch. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. And a good eye there. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Eddie Diaz. On a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Lau at the plate. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a period. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
And downstairs. Raised down by a run. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All over now right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield. Took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
1 gone, runner at first. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1 the count.
One-run game, 1 out, 1 on.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Josh Lowe. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Lowe, in his 2nd season, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Two outs. That's down and in. Will chase that time. Left-hand hitter waits. Off the mark there. Ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Found back our way, and that's out of play.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fights it off, you'll see another. Three-two on the way. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Phillies 1, the Rays nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Turner now.
The shortstop.
As the lefty gets to work. Ripped to right, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And now here is Harper. Hit in the air, center field. Siri really on his horse for home run, nice ran. And there's one down.
Now that right field. Nick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up. He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flatten out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action.
There's a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Pitch out, but no action. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Missed with a changeup. 2-2. The pitch. And another ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag and get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
At the belt and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of riding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up trying to walk. Very gritty.
Now, here is Alec Bohm. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually. Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him.
Well, he's kind of backed himself into a corner, and I'm sure he's starting to feel the pressure right now. We'll see if he can bear down and get out of this one.
Hold hard, but it's a foul ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, bro.
Left-hand batter waits. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Ball to strike. The pitch. That clips the corner. Double-barrel action in the bullpen. Ryan Pepio up the throwing. Rasmussen warming up as well. Bases loaded. One away. Right side. And that chance handled. Good feed. That's one. Over to first, and it's offline. Wide throw, and it gets away. He pulls into second as a run scores on the play. And now it is JT Realmuto. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defense. Did a strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. So 2 down, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. In the dirt, and that's ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Flips the corner, and the count 1-1. The Phillies trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. 1-2.
2 strikes.
And another ball. That one not close. And now it's 3-2. And looking. Good job at damage control right there. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays nothing. And we're back. We're all set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough the 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Here's the sinker at the knees for a strike. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch misses, and the count's full.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. Now
this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here, trying to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through it. High leverage spot right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his strike load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
First and second, no outs. Now at the plate, Christopher Morel. Fouled off. He was late. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge it, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location. We found a way to just get it by him.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ben Workbeck. He's 0 for 1. And that one gets past the catcher. And the runners will move up.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
Second and third here. 1 away. Just missed.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 3.
There you go. I wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That is in there. 3 and 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Fouls 1 away, and now 3 and 2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. Here's the throw. The tag, and he's out.
Man, that's a play we may look back on when this one's over and wonder what if they would have held it. You can't blame them for trying to tie it up late in this ballgame, but when you lose a huge run like that that's only 90 feet away, man, it's a tough one to swallow if they don't pull out the W.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Pitching change here, Orion Kerkering.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. And a foul ball.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Holding on to a one-run lead as the Rays try and punch back down a run. The shortstop takes a ball. Right through there for a strike. Two outs. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
Popped up left side. Turner in pursuit. Corrals it. And that'll do it. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Phillies 2, the Rays 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Pepio.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas.
The center fielder,
And the pitch. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The line to the pitch. That misses off the outside edge. Swing and a ball popped up. Balls under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
The designated hitter, Kyle.
And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 away.
Well, it was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with a fastball. But even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly they with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Turner in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They say you won.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close but called a ball. Now 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's Harper now. Turner runs. Pitch is low. And safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Next to hit, Nick Castellanos. First pitch just misses. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. That one misses. 3 and 2 down. Alec Bohm on deck for the Phillies. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Down the line, it's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Is lifted in the air, low, ranging after it. He's got it, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Movement in the bullpen, Jeff Hoffman, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Strong, a lefty, warming up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Squeeze through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Loud in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one in the air, center field. Rojas sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. Carlos Estevez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. And first offering is fouled off. The Rays down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 8th. And a strike in there.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the eighth. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the ninth with at least a 2-run lead.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And it skips in the dirt. Next pitch off the plate. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Kicks and deals. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rays held in check here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And the right-hander back to work. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Siri makes the play, and there's one away.
Now, catcher.
JT Realmuto, the next to hit, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Fly ball center field. Siri sizing it up, and it's caught for the out.
Now, left fielder. Brandon.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Ball 1, no strikes. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Palacios makes the grab, and that's the inning. Jeff Hoffman gets the call from the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. One of the better runs in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it strikes a ton.
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And here it comes. And the pitch is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Hoffman, a 6'5" righty. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is fouled back. And he'll do. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
You'll definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. I'll tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Siri, batted with 1 down, takes a strike. Bases empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. Gets him to chase after that one.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spin on anything that's down.
To the right side. Harper steps on the bag. And a couple of quick outs.
Now let's see.
So they're down to their final out. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Up and in, ball one. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
And the righty deals. Got it started a little too early. Strike
2
one.
balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. On the ground, and this should do it. And that one handled. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies playing the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Great pitchers do it in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final 3-1. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For the Rays, 1-1, 5 hits, no errors, they left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.